Hey people, injured here, 2v2, Golgotha Depths, blue team. Whitehead1981 is a Chaos Lord, durable and destructive commander, walks through objects and cannot be suppressed, and very good offense and disruption, fight melee in melee combat. This is the Death Guard elite scheme. Alongside, Banangarama is a plague champion, starts off range combat with a damage over time bolter, can get melee weapons, some decent utility and support, can build turrets and repair, but is very slow. This is also the Death Guard elite scheme, though he has recolored it into a greyish type situation. As you can see, Vapor for the red team is a Kommando knob, infiltrating commander that shoots you, stabs you and blows you up. Orky style, begins range combat with a twin link shooter, and rounding off the teams is Haidran's force commander, very good offense, fights in melee combat, can also tank, disrupt and support with buffs. This is the Imperial Fists elite scheme. Chaos Lord able to cap this south contested power, and Haidran might shoot it down and try and take it back immediately. Orks against the plague champion in the north, contesting that contested power. Usually you see the action over those in the early going. Both teams have just one contested natural power, I should say, each, though it is pretty damn natural. Interesting map. It's not symmetrical but does play pretty well. East side maybe with an advantage because they have this raised platform here that you can put setup teams on and cover the mid, and west team have these two relatively narrow places to attack from, especially this one. Could get themselves caught there, but that's conjecture. It's not like setup teams are impossible to counter or anything. Haidran pushing against CSM. Kraken rounds coming into play from the tactical marines. Those pipes are heavy cover. Banangarama gets away, I think. It's a lot of damage from that damage over time bolter. The plague champion really good at shooting down single entities as they're trying to retreat, doom blast and run away. Usually a good way to use your heretics early on against the force commander. He becomes so dangerous with the battle cry. I think that he's going to go down in retreat here. I think the battle cries, the special attacks rather, which are triggered by the battle cry, are 40 damage each, and heretics only have 75 per model, so a battle cry with tactical marines shooting alongside can be devastating to them early on. Doom blast, run away, shoot down the force commander, control him that way. Usually a good plan early on. Double shooters with looters, a very shooty orc army could be dangerous. And the thing about that is, if Banangarama gets raptors to respond and jump the looters, if those shooters are kept away from the looters, you can be in a position where the raptors jump the looters and then they just get instantly suppressed by aiming what's that, and just get shot down, and DPS and sluggers run in. It's very bad. Banangarama though going for noise marines doesn't mean he can't get raptors as well, with a nice heavy tier 1. Heretics back at base. Chaos Lord moving in against double sniper scout, so most likely I think we're going to see the combi flamer up, maybe the dark halo too. They're taking chunks of health off him. Shotgun scouts as well to try and control Whitehead's heretics. Most likely can't suppress that Chaos Lord after all. Havoc's on the field for Whitehead, so yeah, it's probably going to be quite defensive with them. Doesn't want to push too far up and take bursts of damage from those snipers. He's got them covering the VP, and they will start firing upon the commander dog. Maybe not, they can't actually see him even though the weapon is in range. Sniper scouts taking shots at these Chaos Space Marines, and again tactical marines behind that heavy cover. This cracked and broken up concrete is also heavy cover. Heretics moving away. 484, 485. Might force off the orc here and go for a power bash. Banangarama. More heretics on the way for Whitehead. Good choice, I think. Could get double grenade launchers up. In fact, he has got one grenade launcher upgrade on the way for these heretics. 7520 to purchase this. Turns them into kind of a little artillery unit with disruption and some good area of effect damage. 484, 485. Still incredibly fragile, of course, without their aspiring champion buffing their hit points. Banangarama trying to tie up those noise marines. He should be trying to focus down the heretics here, I think, but he's shooting at the CSM. Heretics able to stay in play and keep that Nurgle worship up with their aspiring champion. Looters are infiltrated. Sniper scouts taking shots at those havocs. A couple more of those and they're going to lose a model. Combi flamer is up. Awesome range weapon for the Chaos Lord, especially early on. Look at that, helps him take out a tactical marine. Now he's peeling that health off the scouts, and if you bleed the models with the sniper guns, I'm pretty sure they require power to reinforce once you give them sniper rifles. 484, 485 is a 1-to-1, and we do see some Raptors for Banangarama. Plague Champion can support them quite well with Touch of Nurgle, jump them into huge amounts of trouble and put Touch of Nurgle on them and then follow up, and it can be nasty. He has got double grenade launchers up, Whitehead, and he's in the western half of the map decapping stuff. Here comes the Kommando. He's not going to be too happy. Double fully upgraded shooters, I believe. Yes, Knob Leader and big shooters, not cheap, but gives you so much piercing damage. Grenade launcher barrage hits a few models. Might see another barrage. There it is. And does get a few models again. Chaos is going to try and hold these guys up. Maybe drop his Immolate. There's Kill the Weak, which misses. Immolate from the combi flame. There it is. Nasty stuff, but he is going to be forced off. 484, 465. Blue team looking pretty strong, I think. Banangarama should be able to sweep the Ork aside with this build. Noise Marines, double Heretics, and Raptors. I think is going to be too much of Vapor to deal with. He might go tier 2, try and get a Death Dread up. Sniper Scouts taking shots at the CSM. Might want to edge them forward and try and force off those Havocs, so they're causing a lot of problems for this Force Commando trying to get in there. Tactical Marines trying to force melee combat on the Grenade Launcher Heretics, but they in turn are going to get suppressed. Now the Sniper Rifle Scouts edging forward, but still going after those CSM. 484, 441. There we go. And gets a model, not the one with the gun though, so they don't need to set up again with the heavy bolter, I mean. Tier 2 for both of the Chaos players. Vapor will be the last to go, in fact. It's floating a tiny bit. Hide the boys on the sluggers. Heretics do not have an aspiring champion, so they can't see them. That's a global ability of the Kommando Nob, allows you to infiltrate an allied infantry unit, and it might be dead. Havocs, can he save them with a grenade barrage maybe from these guys? They're going for it. I think it's going to help them out. They might have got away in a way, I believe. Yes, I think they were going to get away. Might have saved their CSM model though. Good play from Vapor. Is he going to be able to use that trick again? Is Whitehead just going to purchase an aspiring champion now? Maybe. Oh, Bonadob's gone down outside his base here. I'm sure the Plague Champion's damage over time bolter had something to do with that. He's going for a full power bash. Really committed here, and he's going to do it. I don't think there's any way Haidran's going to stop him. Raptors can just jump those snipers. The Plague Champion is actually not firing his weapon here for whatever reason. 482, 412. Raptors can jump and probably force off that entire little blob there. Where's the Force Commander? He's going to res, of course. There is a jump, and there's the full retreat from Haidran, and they are going to completely lose their power here. Might even get it decapped. Is he going to go for the decap? No, he's backing away. Doesn't want to take more sniper shots and lose a Raptor model. But look, Sluggers bashing blue team's power with their burners. Nicely done. Spotted an opportunity and took it. Orks pushing through mid, in fact. Maybe he shouldn't have sent everything on that power bash. Where's the rest of his heretics? They are back at base. Worshipping, just a single model there, worshipping Nurgle. Of course, Connor just about gets away after his revival, does he? Raptor's going after him and he's going to go down. Going to need to revive himself. 441, 412. Plague Champion hit in level 2. A double cap for red now after that decap. And look at this. Northern power is completely genned up for the blue team, even though this is an Ork generator here. Weird boy on the field for Vapor. That's what he goes for. It's going to be a decent call, I think. If he can keep the weird boy away from that Raptor jump, he can maybe warp vomit everything. Swamp them, activate on the sluggers. They have their Knob Leader, but they're taking tons of damage here. Looter's coming into play. There's that weird boy basic attack. There's the warp bomb. It couldn't quite get all of the units, but does a good job. There's a stun bomb now. Might stun the rest. Almost stuns everything. Looters might want to run away. Weird boy still getting shots in. Banangarama being flanked now by the Space Marines and does get away. None of these guys have grenades, so no nasty retreat grenades, but there are heretics going down. In fact, this was Whitehead who got caught, was trying to help out his teammate and got caught, loses Heretics. He's well into tier 2, hasn't purchased any units yet. He does have Armor and Inferno. Can be a good tool to use against scouts since they need to set up to move away. They can get hit by those fireballs. Weird Boy on capping duty. Tier 3 for Haidran after getting a whirlwind up. Maybe keep it on this ledge here and fire into the mid with it if he's got line of sight. Banangarama being annoying. Using his grappling hook to get out of there. And he's got the special shooter up, which can be terrifyingly horrible for Heretics. We'll see. Oh, Whirlwind coming into play, disrupting the Havocs from very long range. They might struggle to make an impact now. 347, 412. Plague Marines on the field for Whitehead. Maybe to go after that Whirlwind immediately. Very slow infantry, but they are tough. 2,000 hit points on 3 models with high health regeneration and a snaring missile launcher. They're not going to do a lot of damage to infantry, but their general tankiness helps you out a lot in capping and edging forward and tying things up. Pretty good generalist blind purchase in tier 2, really. CSM with Marco Zinch for Banangarama and Aspiring Champion and Eternal War, so they are fully upgraded to deal some very, very nasty range DPS. And the Plague Champion with Plague Fist, Armor of Pestilence, Mucus Discharge, going to be very tanky with the Pestilence Strike. Help him against those snipers too if he tries to push against Haidran. He has capped up the north, or almost. Plague Champion's on capping duty. He's waiting for his Chaos ally before he tries to push against that, I think, because fully upgraded sluggers can counter-initiate Raptors pretty damn well. And there is the Raptor jump going after the scouts. Might get a squad shotgun blast saving them, maybe. Yep. Weird Boy also coming into play with his Warp Vomit. That's Touch of Nurgle on the Heretics. Getting a heal off there, but they're pretty nicely controlled by the Weird Boy. Might lose those Heretics, in fact. Tactical Marines forcing melee combat, and he does lose them. 293, 412. If you're wondering why Touch of Nurgle did not trigger on the Aspiring Champion, it's because it has a 3-second cooldown internally, so it can't go off more than once every 3 seconds. When it does go off on the Aspiring Champion, though, it does more damage because he doesn't count as a Heretic model. Touch of Nurgle does less damage when triggered off a Heretic. Half, I believe. 278, 412. Whirlwind shooting up these more Marco Zinch CSM for Whitehead. Not cheap to fully upgrade your CSM with Marco Zinch and everything else. So you need them to kill stuff, and he's taking sniper shots. Not sure why he would get that against snipers. A bit puzzled by Banangarama also. I'd just get the Aspiring Champion up and use that slaughter. Help you against those sluggers when they get close as well. 259, 412, but there you go, they have infested in that Marco Zinch. Land Raider Redeemer on the way for Haidran. That's going to be a bit of a shock for the blue team, I think. 259, 412. Space Marines can generally carry themselves through tier 2 with a single purchase quite well. I mean, every faction can, but with the flexibility and adaptability of Tactical Marines and Assault Marines also, if you have those guys, they can carry through pretty damn well. One on level 4. Gonna go mid and try and decap at least. Plague Marines are going after this Whirlwind. Can they get a rear armor hit and then chase it down? It has 400 hit points. Whirlwind needs to be still to fire its weapon, which is why it's not firing. There we go, we might see it fire now. 259, 392. Gonna miss though. Yep. North power is blue. Orks fed up with it and are just gonna shoot it down, it looks like. Raptors loitering, level 2. Tier 3 for everyone now. Vapor already there. Ork tier 3 is pretty damn strong, I think, because you can get this really cool combined arms. If you're able to get knobs and flash hits and the looted tank, you're giving your enemy a hell of a lot of things to deal with. Shotgun scouts pushing forward to... Are they going to tie up those heretics? They are. Here comes a Chaos Lord, he's not happy. 249, 390. Kill the weak hits. Force Commander with Artificer. Chasing down Heretics himself. That special shooter is so awesome. What's this? It's Kaboom! Bunch of Orks moving mid. Commander Nob doing a good job floating around and harassing and supporting all over the place. Here is the Land Raider Redeemer for Haidran. Support vehicle to beat all support vehicles. Look at this thing. Basically a mobile base with the multi-melter on top, twin-linked assault cannon on top, and those massive flamestorm cannons on the sides. Not to mention the devastating frag assault from the front. Raptor jump maybe? What's he waiting for? Oh, he doesn't have energy, that's what. Needs 60 energy to jump, or 65, sorry, to jump. Your Raptor's in. That weird boy getting shots. There's a Nurgle Shrine mid. Noise Marines have got their Blastmaster eating a special shooter shot to the face. Here's Kaboom. Sending him flying alongside those Noise Marines. Doesn't actually get a model though. 238, 390. Both the naturals safe for now. Red team gonna look to get mid. Maybe. No, Sniper Scouts want to kill stuff instead. But they get a little bit too close there. Down goes the Commander Nob in retreat thanks to the Plague Champion and his Plague Fist. Land Raider taking its sweet time getting mid. Here we go though. Oh, look at this. Red team populating the South Gens. So they have good power income now. 238, 390. Phobos on the way to try and shoot down that Land Raider Redeemer. And we have a Chaos Predator, which is most likely going to be Marco Zinch again to help shoot down that Land Raider. Looted tank on the field for Vapor, getting its reinforced plating for 130. Takes it up to, I think it's 850 hit points, we will see. It's pretty damn good for a tank. It's a decent, really good tank, the looted tank, with that disruption also. Thunderhammer Force Commander getting in there, good grief. They're in trouble. Yep, 850 on the looted tank. That tracking special is ridiculous. Look at that. I wonder what is there a radius limit on that tracking special, or is it just completely infinite? Doesn't matter how far away they get. Scout squad almost caught by the Let the Galaxy Burn. Can be tricky for tanks in the mid because of these little pathways you've got to maneuver out of trouble with. Everything retreating back to Land Raider, of course, giving them fantastic in-field presence. The Nurgle Shrine doing the same thing for the blue team, but you can't retreat back to it. Does heal you up hugely, and also, as you saw in those sluggers, suppresses nearby enemies, which is pretty good. There is the Marco Zinch Predator. Are we going to see the tier 3 rocket launcher for the Kommando Nob? Might be a dead looted tank here. Raptors going after it now with the power fist. Down it goes. Plague Marines in retreat. Immediately gets caught. Heretics are the repair unit for Chaos, so we might see them repairing the Predator tank, maybe. Nope, they're moving in to fight stuff. Down goes the Commander Nob again. 226, 348. Land Raider Phobos on the field. Twin-linked heavy bolter and twin-linked assault las cannons, I should say, on these sponsons. It's really good at dealing with large targets, but can be quite vulnerable for a Land Raider. I mean, it does have 2,000 hit points, but it's on a massive and very slow target. There's the Dirge Caster. Assault Terminator is now in play for Haidran. It's going after that Phobos. The Land Raider gets close enough, the Redeemer that is, can also fire its ultimate, but there you see it. Assault Terminator is taking tons of damage, but they might do this. They might be able to chase down that Phobos. Next purchase, I think, for Haidran should be a Librarian to support these Assault Terminators. Kick it off mid also. 216, 344. Massive engagement here. Phobos backing away. Land Raider Redeemer pushing in. There's the Weird Boy throwing his Orky allies into trouble, it looks like, with over there. That was a Noxious Cloud, but it serves to force off the Orks and not a whole lot else. 216, 332. Whirlwind does have the Hunter Killer Missile. There, you saw it. Needs repairs badly. Needs his Plague Champion ally to help repair, I think. Level 4 Plague Champion. Why can the Plague Champion repair? No idea. But there you go. That's what he does. 2-to-1 cap for blue team. With boy capping duty, but there's those Inferno bottles coming in. Look how much hit points he has though at level 2. That's crazy. Must be fully upgraded. 1368 hit points. Not bad at all. Assault Terminator is back up to near full health thanks to that Land Raider Redeemer. And we have Autocannon Havocs. Look at this now. Knob Squad on the field for Vapor. Knob Squad and Assault Terminators running around is pretty damn hard to deal with. Phobos is being repaired. It's going to take a while though. Single Heretic Squad repairing a 2000 hit point vehicle is going to take ages. Trying to use this container here to block line of sight. Whirlwind still doing its thing. Might get some repairs here from the double scouts who need to repair something. The Land Raider could do with a little bit of repair too. 216309. A heavy bolter turret up from the Plague Champion. Is he going to go for a las cannon turret? Because that thing is awesome. Just using it to suppress right now. 216309. There is the las cannon turret, but down it goes. What took it down? I'm not even sure what took it down. But it does go down. Knob Squad in amongst Plague Marines. Red team going for the center cap. Blastmaster being really annoying though. Massive push here by Red. Force Commander gets back to his Land Raider. And what level is this guy? It's level 4. Knob Squad in amongst CSM. Not good for them. They are being suppressed though by the Shrine constantly, as you see there. And the Plague Champ is there taking hits with his 72 DPS Plague Fist. 216309. Whirlwind being ballsy and pushing up. And Red Team take mid. Might be very difficult for Blue Team to push against this. With a Chaos Dreadnought on the way. Marco Zinch maybe. And Banangarama is flowed. He's going for a great and clean one, isn't he? 209309. That could be suicide because Haidran could get Lightning Claw Terminators. And those guys will wreck anything with super heavy or heavy infantry armor. Doesn't care what it is. Space Marines level 3. Another Nurgle turret going up. Most likely a las cannon again. I think it's 75 requisition to get the las cannon upgrade. Force Commander teleports in to take it down. 190309. Plague Marines getting shots on the Land Raider Redeemer. I think the turret going to go down immediately again. Yeah, really difficult to force off that Force Commander when he's in there in melee combat. And he does do so. He's level 5, runs into the Phobos, which hasn't been able to really get involved after it's forced off. Taking so long to repair that thing. It's still being repaired. The Plague Champion maybe should have helped out, but of course he wants that guy in the field. He's given a lot to his army right here. Is it worth it? Him getting the Icon of Nurgle to just whittle stuff down and help do damage and help level up his Plague Champion as well. I think he should go for it. It's only 12525, I believe. He's not getting a great and clean one out. Okay, Whitehead looks like he's ready to push. The Chaos Dreadnought is Mark of Khorne he's gone for. There you go. He's going to throw that thing into combat. That's to help against the Knob Squad and the Assault Terminators, I believe, since that thing will have melee resistance and blood rage perhaps up. Gonna be tough to melee down. Really tough, in fact. Good choice. We'll see how it pays off. There are Beamy Death Gun looters, so that's gonna be doing a lot of damage to a Dreadnought. Phobos edging forward. Where is Banangarama though? Is he showing his hand too quickly here? Those Beamy looters getting shots, as you saw. Knob Squad thrown in. Look at the damage that Phobos took already. Is he going to use the Dirge Caster? Got some disruption going in from that. You have chosen Plague Marines on the field for Banangarama. That's what he goes for. We'll see how it pays off. Does not go for the Great and Clean one. Mark of Khorne Dreadnought is idle right now. Does not go after the knobs. Misplay there from whitehead1981. Are the red team just going to sail through with this Land Raider Redeemer offering so much to the red team in mid here? Here he comes though, Whitehead moving in. Banangarama needs to support. There it is. We might see a massive engagement here. Orks thrown up top to go after the heretics. What was he doing? I'm not sure. I think he maybe thought Banangarama was up there, but now he's been forced off. That was a bad move from Vapor. Land Raider Redeemer in serious trouble. Can the Phobos finish it off? Oh no. Force Kommando with his Power Fist flesh over steel. We might see both of the Land Raiders go down here. The Assault Terminators in turn are going after the Chaos Dreadnought. Both Land Raiders do go down. Melter Raptors. Heretics forcing off a whole bunch of books. That was a kaboom, I believe. Look at the knockback strength on that. It's ridiculous. Chaos Lord now has Lightning Claws and the Icon of Khorne. Down goes the Mark of Khorne Dreadnought. Kommando helping out with his rocket launcher, to say the least. Chosen Plague Marines in there, getting involved. 53-309, unique unit for the Plague Champion. Anti-melee squad, pretty much. Raptors do get away. Veil of Time on the Assault Terminator, trying to get them out of trouble, but they're taking a lot of damage, but they do get away without a model loss. Wow, direct hit from the Plague Marines on this Devastator Plasma Cannon here. 51-309. Force barrier, pretty damn annoying. Only knocks the Chaos Lord over once though, as you can see, because his get back to my feet animation is so long, it can't affect him again. 49-309. Blue team with a fantastic push, you've got to say. Whitehead really went for it there with his Phobos and his Mark of Khorne Dreadnought. Lost both of them, but he killed a lot of Haidran stuff, and more importantly got rid of the Land Raider Redeemer. Now blue team can get the 2-to-1 cap once they take their natural back. Sluggers here moving in. Chaos Lord wants to get out of that stun. It's an 8-second stun though, but there is Pestilent Strike to stun them. That was Aura of Decay you just saw, which is a knockback ability, charged up by taking damage from the armor of Pestilence. Blue team have now spotted this full gen farm in the south. What is Haidran going to do to recover? Get another Land Raider? I don't think it would be a terrible idea. I think he's going for it. Needs 800 requisition. Here are some Chaos Terminators with their default weapons, twin linked bolters and power fists. Of course, kind of jumping in, or teleporting in I should say, going back to his Thunder Hammer. Not actually any vehicles on the blue team no more. Gonna go down here if he's not careful. Yeah, Chaos Terminator is forcing melee combat with their fists, and down it goes to a sink kill. And they get their lightning claws up as they were killing him there. And what are they doing? Oh, they're strangely split up. They teleported mid, but only two model teleported because one was doing a sink kill. Knob squad in the Chaos Space Marine lines with those U-jammers. Here are the chosen Plague Marines and a great unclean one helping to force them off. Chaos Terminator is in retreat path, don't actually attack, but there is that warp vomit. Stun, the worst enemy for Terminators as a Orks. Terminators are unable to retreat, so when they get stunned, they become incredibly vulnerable to everything. 39-269. Center uncapped. It's a 1-to-1 plasma devastator cannon. Getting shots in. Direct hit on the lightning claw Terminators there, I believe. Another big hit, and it does knock them over, as you can see. Might lose them here. Here comes Sluggers to finish them off, maybe. Wow, level 3 Sluggers going at it. Teleport away, just about gets them out of there. Now the Grand King in a little bit of trouble. Needs to use his Cloud of Flies, surely. There it is. Needs to get out of there now. Needs to get the heck out of there. That's double Assault Terminators with Thunderhammer's Imperial Abyss. Forcing off the Orks. But this Grand King was going to be chased down, I think. There's the Pestilent Strike. Only stuns a couple of the models, though. Heretics, of course, can't suppress these guys, so they can't Doom Blast and save the Crit and Clean one or anything. They're just going to chase this guy into base. They might. Here comes a whole bunch of stuff to help out. Nope, they do not chase into base. Chaos Terminator is getting reinforcements. Not cheap, as you can see. 50 power to reinforce. 39, 257. Blue team have both the naturals here for the 2-to-1. Plague Marines capping it, I think. Now this Devastator Plasma Cannon can be tied up. It's doing attack ground on that raised platform. Plague Marines do not tie up in melee combat, in fact. What are they up to? Oh, there we go. They turn and shoot at it for some reason. 36, 248. Still firing on that raised platform. There's nothing up there. He maybe doesn't know that, of course. He should know that. The Assault Terminators are right there. Is he going to lose both of his Assault Terminators? They got chased back. And that Chaos Lord is doing a lot of damage at level 5 with those Lightning Claws. Takes another model there. 24, 248. Red team with a single. Blue team trying desperately to cap mid. They need to get their natural back, which they are doing. Chaos Lord uses the Deadly Galaxy Burn and needs to run away from the knobs, I think. There's another Imperial Abyss, and that's what I mean about this pathway. You can get caught really badly by stuff. Double looted tanks. He lost a lot of infantry though. 10, 248. And those two nukes on Vapor might win this for the blue team. Look at these. Chosen Plague Marines level 2 fighting knobs. Awesome. Lightning Claw Terminator is now taking shots from a looted tank. Level 2. There's the 2-to-1 for blue. Can they hold on with 10 VPs? Haidran needs something to recover. He's gone for some Assault Marines. Lightning Claw Terminators, Chosen Plague Marines, Chaos Lord, and a Plague Champion with a Plague Fist around. That could be a dead Assault Marine squad quite quickly. Maybe he's doing it just to have something that can jump back here and decap. I thought he would definitely go for another Land Raider, but of course he got that second Assault Terminator squad. Lost both of them, which is massive, massive losses, of course. And it's always going to be difficult to recover from that. Plasma Cannon might get into that garrison there. Grand Clean one is needing some worship, maybe. Does Banangarama have heretics? As he does. There's a heavy bolter turret up there. Might see it get the las cannon upgrade, since it's not actually covering the VP right now. There is the las cannon turret. And another turret going up. 10, 201. More Assault Terminators for Haidran. Oh no, he saved them, didn't he? I don't think he did lose both of them. Silly me. He lost one squad and 2 models off this one. 10, 192. Las Cannon turret getting shots in on those Terminators. And look how much damage it's doing. Good grief. You might get 2 Las Cannon turrets here. Help out with those looted tanks also. Lightning Claw Terminators moving in, and they will tear them to shreds. That Las Cannon turret did so much damage. Down goes the looted tank. Melter Raptors helping out there. Are they level 4? Surely they are, yes. Assault Terminators are done for. He's just trying to cap with them. Does get the cap. Now needs to teleport off, but does not. It's the Plague Champion getting a sync kill. That must have been satisfying. There's an orbital bombardment for Haidran. 1-to-1 cap now. He thought he maybe had it there, but the Chaos Terminators were able to decap before the orbital lifted them and threw them aside. Vanguard veterans on the field for Haidran. Good fight for them against those heretics, but here come Lightning Claw Terminators with very little health, admittedly, but they're still so freaking dangerous. Blue team actually in a good position. They need to be careful of those decaps, of course. Here comes some sneaky sluggers. There's the 2-to-1. Are the sluggers going to make all the difference here and get maybe a cap if the blue team are not paying attention? Here come heretics pushing forward, going for a triple, which is a good idea. They don't want to sit on it with 4 VPs, I don't think. Sluggers decapping. Well, blue team should decap at the same time, I believe. Maybe not. Heretics forced off. It's going to be a 1-to-1 for now. Sluggers now need to retreat through an entire army worth of stuff. And it's the Commander Nob's chance to cap. Kaboom does not help him out. Foul Snare didn't actually pull him off there. I think he was still in his Kaboom animation. There's the sync kill from the Great King. We're just throwing the Ork aside. Chaos Lord level 6. There is a single cap for red team. They're going to win this. There it is. They decapped mid. I wasn't even watching. Neither would the blue team, obviously. Wow. He's saying that blue team are in a good position. Red team get the decap and they see it through. Took heavy losses. Lost a Land Red Redeemer. Lost 2 Assault Terminators. Vapor got nuked twice pretty badly. But they see it through. Blue team just not paying attention at the end there. Wow, I thought for certain blue team had this, but there you have it. Red team nicking it. Level 4 CSM. Let's look at the commanders. Level 6 Chaos Lord. Transitioned to his Lightning Claws pretty well, I think, with the Icon of Khorne. Also played Champion level 8 with the Fist, Armor of Pestilence, and Mucus Discharge. Level 6 Commander Nob had the Rocket Launcher at the end, but we also saw him rocking the Special Shooter and a level 7 Force Commander who did really well late game with the Power Fist and the Thunder Hammer. Thanks for watching, guys. Hope you enjoyed it, and I'll see you next time.